In this video, I'm going to quickly review how you properly develop a paragraph with your thoughts for the oil and gas paper, and also how you properly document and cite those things for your oil and gas paper. So I'm using an article out of the Academy of Management Journal. That is the style guide that I provided you with to do your documentation. And I'm going to show you two paragraphs from this document that do a really nice job of blending this idea of argumentation and citation. First paragraph we'll look at is here, Schumpeter's quotation marks. So again, he's citing Schumpeter out of a 1950 work. Theory of creative destruction aptly describes head-to-head rivalry between firms as, and notice this is a direct quotation from the source, an incessant race to get or to keep ahead of one another. Notice it's not a complete sentence. I use the rule of thumb that if I'm using 3 consecutive words verbatim out of someone's paper, then I expect to see that in quotation marks and properly cited. And you can see here how that proper citation is done. You have the author, you have the year of the publication, and then you include the page number that shows exactly where this direct citation was drawn from. So after we see the topic sentence, he says, especially in hyper-competitive markets, leading firms are relentlessly pursued by existing and unforeseen challengers, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is not the author talking per se. He is showing you, you can go back and read this work and read this work, and they make this point. This is a really key area. Many of you are going to make some controversial arguments in your papers, and I think that's great. What I'm expecting is that you're throwing out some strong, credible facts to back that up. And the way that you signal to me that you've got strong, credible facts is you make a statement, and then you tell me the source for that statement. You see again here, so to stay ahead, leading firms must aggressively disrupt the routine pattern of rivalry by creating new ways of doing things and new things to do. Again, this is a direct quotation, and you can spot it by the quotation marks and the fact that they included the page number. I want to show you one more paragraph that does a nice job of showing how you do this fact, fact, fact to establish that what you're saying is so. We're going to look at this paragraph. Here's the topic sentence. Top management team demographic heterogeneity is widely viewed as a proxy for cognitive and experiential heterogeneity. Here, again, they're saying we didn't make this up. This comes directly out of this source. But then he gives you the facts that support that topic sentence. The composition shakes a cognitive structure. Okay, that's out of Hambrick and Mason, Miller 93. Heterogeneous teams can match complex competitive challenges in uncertain contexts with a requisite level of cognitive and experiential variety. Thus, heterogeneous top management teams are less likely to be constrained by selective awareness. There's a statement of a fact. And they go like, if you go into this source, you'll see that fact. And then he gives you more. And because they're not likely to be constrained, what happens if you are? Commitment to behavioral status quo, inertia, again, cite. By contrast, a homogeneous team members share a common cognitive map and consistent dominant logic. Again, they didn't make that up. They're citing these works, or these are facts that they're pulling from these works to give rise to perceptual and cognitive constraints. So, topic sentence at the top, and then fact, fact, fact to back it up. When I go into the list of references at the end of this article, and because it's an academic article, it's horrible. There's probably 50 to 100 references here, but you can see, and you only have to have 10, you can see I can check these things out. If I want to know what Hambrick and Mason did, it tells me exactly where to go find it. And I see that it comes out of a publication called Academy of Management Review. Not that that means anything to you, but to me, I know that is the top, one of the top tier management journals. So if it's published in Academy of Management Review, it's been carefully reviewed, and it should be true. Basically, it should be an accurate fact. I'm going to do the same thing to you. If you tell me that something, 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 I'm going to expect to see a clear citation. And then I'll look back and I'll say, do I believe that that citation is a good citation for that? And to give you an example of what would be a bad citation, if you're going to tell me that fracking has led to hundreds of people getting sick, and I look at the citation and it's some environmental blog, not going to be good enough, because I don't know that that environmental blog has been fact checked. I want to see that source. When you say hundreds of people have gotten sick due to something, I want to see that you've got a credible source for that, where you go like, yes, that has been verified and it's true. It's not just some made up story. I hope that the video has helped you get an idea of how to form your thoughts, and how I expect you to develop your thoughts, and then how I expect you to properly cite and reference those thoughts. So good luck, and I look forward to reading your papers.